Hey guys, I've just realised I forgot and made the mistake and overlooked a whole entire weekend vlog that hasn't gone out. So I'm going to put that out tonight. It's from the weekend and it starts minutes after I left Nadia at the airport. I thought it had gone out and it hasn't gone out. So there's an extra bonus, weekend vlog 75. I was obviously so grief-stricken that Nadia was going that I just forgot to put it out. Sorry guys. I've just left her and I have to say that was really emotional already. Lovely, wonderful women. I so hope I get the footage that they're going to send back because I just want to do them all proud with, I hope she shoots it well and obviously going to edit it well. Great crowd, great cause. Back home. Total silence. The girls are out. What do you do when you feel a bit emotional? Exercise. So I'm going to go and do my workout. Sad and excited. Okay. Jimmy Timpson done. And a box has come for me. NADIA'S is just boarding the plane as we speak. Quite useful to get into things. We're going to go and pick up Nanny Di. But let's have a look what I've got. I've got what I've ordered. Oh, look, this is the thing that gets me when Nadia's gone, you see. You get all these, just these bits. Look. Loose women, mouthwash. Are they suggesting she's got smelly breath? Only when she's eating garlic. Bits of lipstick. French brandy. I wonder if she's hit it yet. What do you reckon? She might have done. Bollocks, I thought. I'm not saying that to you guys. Bollocks. I thought they were bollocks, but they're boobies. Only boobies I'm going to see for the next 10 days. So yeah, so she's gone. The house is agonisingly quiet. A little bit messy. And we're about to leave. But anyway, should we see what's in this box? Lankham. The most attractive name for a band, is it? But yeah, kind of weird, folksy, kind of strange, weird, screwed up, slightly experimental kind of folk rock type shit. Not the kind of stuff I'm normally into. But I heard it and I really like the sound of it. So there we go. Lankham. Anyway, let's rustle the girls because Nanny Di is on the train.
So your energy's already at the level it is when you're the first person.
Say hello to the subs.
Subs, hi! It's very weepy today, I don't know why. It's probably just
That's
my
why we
age.
didn't film you as you arrived.
Okay.
You sort of fell over, didn't you? Squealing.
Much better now.
It's suddenly
Yeah, it's strange how that happened.
What do you think?
I
Are
think
you
that's
impressed with my
impressive. It's
narcotic?
almost as impressive as my drawer full of...
Almost, not quite.
No,
Not
but it's
quite.
on the way.
It's on the way.
You're
Look,
half my
there's a
age.
big gap over there. Where's Mum?
Where? Oh,
Where's Nads? Nads?
hello, Tom. Oh my God, she just missed me.
Nads? Nads?
Don't do that.
What would you do if she suddenly said yes?
Nads?
No, stop. Dad, stop. It's really like uncomfortable.
It's really...
If you're waiting for the waiter, does that make you the waiter?
Oh. Maddie's reading from a website called what?
Weed thoughts.
Weed Thoughts, as in when you're stoned off your nut job. What kind of questions they ask? Apparently you're not going up or down when you're on stairs, but you are when you're on an escalator.
You can never go backwards on stairs, but you can on escalators.
There you go. Never go backwards on stairs. There you go.
When you clean out a vacuum cleaner, you become the vacuum cleaner.
No.
Oh, that's a good one.
No. They're not good, those ones.
When you clean out a vacuum cleaner, Mum, what are you doing?
No, I don't like that one.
You're cleaning a vacuum.
The word deep upside down is deep.
Whoa. That is so deep.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Yes, it is, because it's a P and a D.
Oh, yeah, as long as it's not
Yeah,
capital.
yeah.
I was thinking a capital D. suppose that's obvious on the first night, isn't it? I reckon she might be in Dubai now. Anyway, Nanny Di's asleep. Kiki's asleep. Me and Maddie watched 2 American Horror Stories. And, yeah, I'm missing my buddy. But I've got you guys. I've got you. That's nice. I can talk to you. Night. It's Saturday morning. Everyone's still asleep. I just got a text from Nadia saying she's in India. Oh my God, that's so weird. And it is funny, Subs, because for years I've been saying to Nads, I wanted to go back to India because I filmed there for a month years ago. And I just fell in love with the place, captivating, magical, mysterious, funny, moving, traumatic, you name it, like an average afternoon with Nadia. And she always said she was too scared to go. And then, of course, this kind of opportunity came up, and the charitable element of it, and you've got to give it to Nads. She's always keen to. I mean, I'm lucky in that work's always thrown me into kind of circumstances which are sort of out of my comfort zone. But Nadia's work hasn't, and not in terms of adventure. And so, you've got to give her credit where credit's due. The fact that she's kind of stepped up to the plate and done this. So the idea that she's in India, given the history of me wanting her to go there and talking about how magical I thought she'd find it, is kind of hysterical. Anyway, so for all our Indian followers, please look after her out there. I've dodged doing my workout this morning. I'm going to do it later today. I've got this terrible thing at the moment. I was in a real zone of doing them really early in the morning, and I do most of the time, but then I feel sort of guilty. I woke up this morning, Saturday morning. It's that kind of nice thing where you're not beaten to the drum of someone else's agenda, so I don't even feel like, I'm the boss, so to speak. And so I just dodged it, thinking I'll do it later today. Is that bad? Should I feel bad? As I'm saying this, should I go over there and actually do it? I just can't be bothered. And I'm aching because it's such a tougher routine now. I'm actually aching. What do you think? What do you think, guys? By the time you've seen this, I will have either done it or I won't, and I'll be in a corner eating whisper bars. Okay, guys, so Nadia's already struggling to get her first clips across because the Wi-Fi in her hotel in New Delhi said something along the lines of 965 hours remaining to send. Anyway, I've just had a quick chat with Nads. I'm going to do these little updates if I speak to her, and hopefully we'll be able to intercut with her own footage. But suffice it to say, she was absolutely exhausted when she got to the hotel. I'm only laughing because her description of her psychological mishaps with her backpack, I did get very concerned that the psychological requirements of a backpack tug directly against the way in which Nadia's mind works. So I think we're going to have quite an entertaining correspondence over how she negotiates that. But yeah, no, the thing that's just making me laugh, and the reason I'm chuckling, isn't at her, frustrations in India. They're always kind of do tickle me. I do laugh in the face of adversity. Is the fact that a headline just came up on my phone on Twitter saying, star Nadia Sawalha's husband fondles her boobs. I don't know why. It just makes me chuckle. So it's just very funny. It's in the Sun. I think it's in the Scottish Sun, in fact. So I'm now heading out to get Nanny Di a skinny flat white and the papers, and we've got lots of film reviews that we're going to do today, and the girls are still asleep. But I don't know, just check it out. Go to the link. It's very funny. I'll have to film us looking at it later. Sit. Sit. Where's Gigi? Sit. Sit. Gigi. Gigi. Gigi, sit. Sit. Where's Mummy? Where's Nadia? She's not here. Hey? I get these new things for the dogs now. They're a bit hideous, so pre-warning you. But they love them. They're kind of like, do you ever get dogs things like pig's ears and stuff like that? Or prepare yourself, because this is something quite, sorry, very close up, my eyes are a bit bulbous. Cow esophagus. Yeah, sorry, not for the faint-hearted, that. But what they do is they guard them for the rest of the day. They love them. They love them. Sometimes I wish I was a dog. Look at her, just so excited, so happy. It still annoys me that people thought that Nadia was being mean to the dogs about the sausages. It really does. Anyway, I'm now going to give them esophagus. Anyway, what do you do when the rest of the household, it's like now 11:30, they're still not up? We were supposed to be doing things. Oh, and guess what? Guess what it is tomorrow? I thought it was 16. It's my 15 years sober birthday tomorrow. And traditionally what we've done is we've always gone to Bermondsey and had a pub lunch, because there's something deeply ironic about that. So I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow, because there's not much on in Bermondsey, so we might go somewhere else. But yeah, 15 years. So 15 years ago today, I was annihilated drunk, having pre-booked myself into rehab, and I had essentially gone on a ludicrous bender. Isn't it weird? 15 years ago, 2004. That's right. 2004 I got sober. One day at a time.
Oh, you idiot! I was just thinking what a beautiful thing that camera is. Don't do that! Do you want to give your old mother a heart attack? Stupid boy. Hello, subs. Are we saying hello to the subs? Hello, subs. Don't go all quiet like Chucky. It's very worrying. Hello. Stop it! Speak. Mark.
What snacks did you have in the night?
I didn't have many.
You had
Just
something because
had
the loaf was out.
A jam sandwich. A bag of sweets that we got in the cinema.
Do you know it's midday?
Some nuts that are... Well, yeah, but I didn't sleep. I was reading until... They're rubbish, those stories.
What stories?
The stories that you made me
Isaac
get, that
Dinesen.
man.
I
Yes.
didn't make you get them.
Not you. The man at work did.
I love the way you come down with more crockery and cutlery than you ever have engaged with during the day.
I know.
I know, I've been sat on my ownsies waiting for everyone.
Don't say that. Yeah, but we rely on you to wake us up, you idiot. I thought we were going to Monos.
We were, but we're not now, because Maddie's got to get ready for a party and we're going to have to see it on my sober birthday, which is tomorrow, Mum. How do you feel about me being sober for 15 years tomorrow?
I'm so proud of you. And I got you a card and I've forgotten to bring it.
Oh, that's pointless.
That's a good card, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm a bit disappointed because I thought it was at 16.
Yeah, and it's not. Are you saying it's
15, 2004. I was just saying to the subs that this time 15 years ago, I was off my nut.
All right.
Hey!
You won't even have a muscle memory of that, I
I've
would
got a huge muscle memory.
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
You keep that to yourself. And that's the way you have to go when you're walking upstairs. It really hurts this muscle here, just above.
So to explain, you're not now worried about your hip?
Well, not so much today. I think
that's
some of
good.
that was panicking
So
in my mind.
you're fluctuating on a daily basis here?
No, don't say it like that. You make me sound like I'm just insane. Well, I am a bit insane, but I think I got myself into a state, but it seems a bit better today.
The subs have all been asking how you've been.
Have they?
Yeah.
Oh, subs, you're very sweet.
Yeah. Did you take photos with your crutches?
I did, and I got utterly hysterical. It was the only hysterical bit of the week because, do you know what happened?
What? You fell over.
Forky infiltrated himself into the pictures.
He's a bit like that, Forky.
He pushed out the crutches at one point and stood there. Because you know what I was doing? I was doing a still life of the crutches with your cricket bat from when you were young, with the amount of 3,500 or something. I don't know what it was. I got it all set up, and then the next thing I know is Forky is on top of the cricket bat, looking like this.
Oh, how funny.
However he looks. And I thought this would make a hysterical series or something.
Yeah.
And then he just kept appearing on top of the cactus. He wasn't having it. He wasn't having the crutches on the
Well,
cactus
life of
without
his
it.
own.
Yeah, exactly. So I thought I could write a whole thing about Forky.
Come and have a look at this headline.
Okay.
No.
Loose women's Nadia Sawalha's husband. Oh my
Oh
God!
no, kind of weird, isn't it? It made me chuckle. We always wanted to make the Daily Star. At last we have.
One of the ones that came up on my screen was I think it's the Daily Mail infiltrates itself into everything, doesn't it?
It does.
For a second, and then says you've got to pay, and then
Yeah.
goes off. And it said, loose women Nadia Sawalha and husband Mark Adderley. What was the word they used? Foul-mouthed tirade against yoga fairy. Have you seen that one? Have you
Yeah,
seen that one?
good, isn't it?
And then it shows you both, you and Nadia, going
Okay.
like this.
Yeah.
They fell into the car shouting and screaming about how impossible it was, and their foul-mouthed tirade.
And Nadia went on Loose Women this week to tackle virtue signalling. Do you know what virtue signalling is?
I only do because of you guys. And
Yeah.
that's when people get an attack of the virtues, actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they even talked about the so-called torturing of the dogs with the sausages. So we tackled it because there is a lot of virtue signalling. And what amazes me about virtue signalling is that people can spend the time writing this stuff rather than just turning off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I suppose it's an obvious one to say, or focusing on something that matters. But that's,
Something that matters, absolutely, rather than people who are just trying to entertain others.
yes, exactly.
Yes, exactly. I don't think anyone's ever really virtue signalled about you yet. But the more popular you get, Mum, I'm sure they will. Someone try and virtue signal Nan.
No, don't.
Now,
Please
go
don't.
on.
No, don't virtue
Tell her
signal
not
me.
to do
There's
something.
nothing that I can be virtue signalled about, surely.
The weather is rainy. It's miserable. It's quiet. It's one of those times when, under normal circumstances, what would I have been doing when I was younger? I'd have been out with my mates, heinously drunk, having watched the rugby, which sounds really delightful. And for most people, most men, certainly this weekend, that's exactly what they're going to be doing, having a right laugh. But mine wouldn't have lasted just for the duration of the rugby. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, what can I do? What can I say? So it's rainy day. It's a rainy day. Kiki, I've let Kiki lie in really late. Because what do you think, guys? I think teenagers do need more sleep. You know, there's this push, isn't there, with schools trying to start later so that teenagers can lie in more. So, they tend to be more nocturnal beasts. But, Saturday, clambering towards midday, 12:31, she's still not up. So I thought, I think she needs to get up. And Maddie is already prepping for her party tonight. Big party at her friend's, Anya's. So she's got girlfriends coming over later. I'm going to be running them to a party. There's going to be the car crash that is Celebrity X Factor tonight. Not entirely sure if we're going to do a live. You'll know whether we did or not when you watch this. And I'm also going to Sainsbury's to get some of the ingredients for some of the dishes that I want to cook on the Joe Wicks for myself. I'm going to make a chicken for everyone tonight with veggies and fries and stuff like that. But I need to actually go through the list. There's a long list. The problem is that they're quite fiddly. So in order to just do a couple of things, you need to get quite a lot of things. It's so annoying. I find it really boring. Nadia, come back and order your shops from Ocado. I just had a very lovely lady serve me at the till saying, can I just say your wife has been coming in here for years and every time she's spoken to me, she's been so polite. I said, well, that's our Nads for you. She is what you get. What you see on telly is what you get. And then she said to me, who else is she abroad with? Because I said she's on the trek. I couldn't remember anyone's names. I felt really bad. But then she was really laughing, the woman behind the till, because she was saying, oh, right, so is this you trying to cook healthily for the family? And I was like, yeah. And then she saw me get the Pizza Express pizzas that you can just shove in the oven. And she started to roar with laughter. That's quite funny. I have to say, it's gone strangely quiet from India. I had a sort of phone call from Nads in the hotel, and then she'd had a quarter of a Valium, as I said earlier, but she said a really funny thing happened. I might pop the photo up now. Apparently a woman who worked at the hotel just came and touched her on her forehead and said something really nice and smiled at her, and then Nadia went about her business and then looked in the mirror and saw this. So sweet. Now, I remember, this is a curious one. I don't know if this happens in many places. I remember when I was travelling in India, I got a knock on the door in the middle of the night, and there were 3 young women just standing there. And I just stood looking at them. I must have been, I was in my late 20s. I just stood there looking at them going, hello. And they were like, and I was like, and then eventually I sort of said, oh, goodbye. And they looked sort of quite serious when I said goodbye. And then it transpired when I spoke to our Indian fixer, that's the woman who kind of sorts out all your shooting and access and accommodation. She said, oh, no. She said, one of the concierge will have probably sent them up as women of the night. I was like, you're joking. I was horrified. Yet again, I was like one of those. It's like when I was a boy, we had a budgie called George. And he was the only male role model I had actually in our household for many years when my mum was in her heady feminist lesbian moments. And so George was my kind of main male counterpoint. You know, he was my father figure, my male role model, you name it. Anyway, so we thought it'd be funny to bring him a female mate. I don't know whether I must have said maybe something like I wanted baby budgies or something. Anyway, so we put the female budgie in. She was well up for it. She was all over George, flying at him, wanting him and all that kind of stuff. All George did was run across the bottom of the cage trying to get out of the way, like, get this mad bint out of here. That's what I was like in the hotel. I didn't realise. I was just horrified. Anyway, so haven't heard from NADS. I'm presuming and assuming that maybe she's on the train. I've just got visions of her like a scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark or something, sort of like just on top of a train, just hair flowing and mobile phone flying and cards disappearing, and I hope it's going all right. Who are you talking about?
Oh, I never know his name.
Dom. Don't get done, get Dom. Give us your impersonation of him.
He's looking up like this and at the camera and he's... What's the show called?
Don't get done, get Dom.
Don't get done, get Dom. And don't get done, get Dom. Yeah,
Don't get done, get Dom.
With his arms out here. And he walks like this.
But one of our Stacey 3 stars has said Dom Littlewood is a bizarre little person. He threatens everyone but just runs off.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We were minding our own business when...
So, Mum, what have we just done? A review of The Last Black Man in San Francisco.
In San Francisco, yes.
And what are you going to now do? Oh, guys, let me show the subs. These are fantastic. Turmeric zingers. They are truly like an electric shock to your head.
I've never had a turmeric. Turmeric. I've had
Turmeric.
ginger zinger, but never a turmeric.
Get it in you. Get it in you. Go on.
Caught on camera. Isn't it caught on camera?
Caught on camera.
Caught on camera.
What's he looking up at?
With the camera. I think
The world.
that's their shot for the start of it. I think it makes it look avant-garde if the camera's above him looking down. Or maybe it doesn't make him look so small. Caught on camera.
Don't you find that turmeric zinger for us recovering alkies is like
Blimey, I know. It's sort of...
What's happened, guys?
This isn't just me. I checked it with Kiki first. I put some of the onion rings into 2 bowls so that we could eat them. And we've
You
been
look
eating.
like just a head.
And we'd been eating, and then I said to Kiki, "Do your onion rings taste of anything?" And she said, "No." She said about 1 in every 10 tastes of something. And then I got 1 that tasted of something, and the rest tasted nothing. So this is what they all taste like. You taste that and tell me if it doesn't taste of anything.
They haven't got any flavour on them.
No. And they're all like that, aren't they, Kooks? Except for about 2.
We need to take them back.
We need to take them back.
Let's take them back tomorrow, Mum, me and you.
We need to make a real, proper, full confession for the onion rings people.
We have to offer them to the Sainsbury's sales assistants and say, taste one.
Yeah, but then they might get the one that tastes.
What do we do then?
Well, we do what I just did.
Have another one.
No, we bite into half and we give the half. And
We just stand there eating merrily with the Sainsbury's.
No, we test it before we go, you stupid boy.
All right.
And then we give her the half that we've tested.
She'll think we've got that from another packet.
Happen. No, we'll do it in front of her. But...
I immediately feel guilty though, don't you?
Yes, but also you know what might happen?
What?
They might send us enormous amounts of...
Like the time Nanny Thelma sent the tin of no new potatoes. You know, we used to have tin new potatoes and all that came was a tin of liquid and 1 potato. And then for the rest of her life, she got a box of new potatoes. But I always feel a bit guilty when I go. It's like Nadia always sends food back, and I just go, no.
No, that's different.
Yeah, but we could go, and they could all taste fine.
Well, nothing in that packet tastes fine.
This really, on a Kiki Nanny Di level, is a crisis.
It's a very big crisis for us. We've already gone through the whole thing of, I didn't like to tell you, Mark, because it was very sweet you bringing those other things yesterday. But I only like the very, very tiny Cheetos. I don't like the big ones.
Cheetos.
I didn't eat any of
So
them.
me
I had
and
to give
Maddie
them to
ate
the
them.
girls.
Well, the good thing is I'm taking Maddie at 9:30 to her party, so I can get something else then.
Get the little tiny packets.
All right, okay, bloody hell.
Oh, good. So you did a good job. Good thing
No, I
by
didn't.
getting the onion rings. You did.
Didn't.
You couldn't have known they didn't taste of anything.
Well, is it because it's a big packet and not tiny packets?
I think it's because they were at the top of the packet.
Kiki looks desperately depressed about it. Is this the most depressing thing that's happened all weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean...
You
put it
wanted me
this
to
way.
go out now and get stuff?
Yeah, we do like our snacks in this family. And having rejected one load of snacks, thinking that the next snacks will...
That's
bring
fair.
us-
I can see how that's very
Yeah,
disappointing.
Then it... And I...
Okay,
Yes.
spit it out.
I didn't like that, Kiki, in case you said, well, mine are all fine. What's wrong with you, you stupid old lady?
So are you both saying you'd like me to pop out and get something else?
No, when you take Maddie, we'll be...
But that's in another...
Yeah, and then you'll
That's
be
in
going-
another 3
going
hours.
to bed.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, then go on, yeah. Go on then, get something that tastes of
All right. Oh my God, Kiki just asked for some soft drinks. I said there's a fridge full of Rubicon. I go to the fridge, they've all gone. Who's had them?
What?
The only person wanting snacks is you.
Well, it's because I'm hungry. Tomato! Tomato!
What does it bring to it? It takes you like 2 hours to eat one packet of crisps.
The problem is, Mum, if anyone makes you food, you say you don't want to eat it, so there's no impetus to make you food.
No, I can understand that. But,
Yeah.
but
I'll make you a sandwich.
I don't want a ham sandwich.
A wrap.
Oh, bless your heart. No. It's, I mean, I really can't stand ham sandwiches. It reminds me of my past life.
God, what an exciting past life. It reminds you of your past life.
I can't be doing with ham sandwiches.
Oh my God.
No, don't worry. I can make myself a sandwich if I really need one. You've got salami somewhere, haven't you?
That's mine, don't touch that.
Don't flipping egg. Oh my.
Everything you bought for Kiki, I'm eating it.
Yes, exactly. Classic Saturday night here.
Tomato!
Tomato! Going out to get snacks.
Put something on it.
Shut up! So how have I done?
You've done very well.
What did I get?
Small Cheetos,
Yeah.
which we're hoping will be good.
They're the ones, aren't they?
They are the ones. No, they're absolutely the ones.
Yeah.
Then we've got some
Whisper.
drink. Whisper Gold.
Just to remind you of how tight-minded you were like an old granny last week.
I said to Mark, I feel very bad about this. I said, get Whisper Gold because Kiki doesn't like Whisper Gold. And I can't believe that came out of my mouth. And it did, and I'm very ashamed of that.
At least you don't smell of wee anymore.
Okay, thank you. And I will never ask for Whisper Gold again.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd just
But
get
thank
By the
you.
way, I
That's
like
very
Whisper
good.
Gold
I got
instead.
you a Bueno.
And
The awful marble half moon cake.
cake.
And then we're going to eat healthy. You're all going to eat healthily from tomorrow.
Oh, here we go. This
It's
is
my
fantastic.
sober birthday, in which case we could just get drunk.
Oh, it's sober birthday time. Well done,
We'll
you.
eat somewhere nice for lunch.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Come on, try it. Are they right or not right?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. I'm just going away with my booty.
So that's Strictly Come Dancing on in the background. Is it Strictly Ballroom? What's it called this? Strictly what? Strictly Ballroom. Strictly Dance? No, that's the film. So anyway, they're watching that, Strictly. Maddie? 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 I'm just going to move the car round. I'm turning the car round.
Okay.
Come on out, yeah? They can't hear anything. It's like denser than titanium and uranium combined, isn't it? The teenage head. So what have we all watched?
Chucky!
Child's Play, the new Child's Play. It's actually very funny.
It is.
But Nanny Di wanted to go up to bed with a bag of ice that would have melted all over the floor.
I'm in severe pain.
But look what we've got for her pain in her knee. This is brilliant,
He
right?
thinks this is brilliant because
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap from the ice box.
It's the shape of her leg.
It's the shape of it fits on. Mum,
It is true.
it's
it does.
genius.
It is pretty much genius.
It's genius. It's like it's like a cast.
He's gonna wake up with soggy rat.
Yeah, you're gonna have a soggy rat.
I have to all the time. Now, will somebody carry some stuff up?
Yes.
I've got to go.
I've got to go. She just bailed out of the film with 4 minutes to go.
Because I'm in pain.
I know you're in pain. We're all in pain.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Anyway, guys,
Nat, love.
nighty-nighty. Nadia's probably still on a train in India. Why is she in India on a train at night? It's just so
Nat
bizarre.
for the night.
She's not even done
Taking
it.
these up with her. Oh my
You
god.
smuggled some.
Smuggle some.
Anyway, good night, Nads. If you can get this message.
Oh, no night, Nads.
Night, night, Nads.
Love you, Nads.
Night, night, Kiki.
No, no.
You're
Night,
being
night,
cruel
Nads.
to me, Nads. Come
Night,
home,
night.
hurry up. Get off the train. Nads, look what he's using your wraps for.
Yeah, it's not quite
For
a
my
chicken
knee.
wrap, is it?
Not quite.
It's a nan wrap.
It's a nan wrap.
Mum, you're walking like Chucky. Just need to give you a knife.
This is the size of Chucky.
Yeah, you're as big as Chucky. So what do you think you'll be having at midnight tonight?
Will you all fuck off? You're not filming. Oh, you are.
This is the real Nanny die. This is our
Oh,
Nanny.
wait.
I've got to
Go on, Mum.
I can't get up the stairs.
Do you need a wee?
No.
Do you need a walking stick?
I do, actually.
Where is it? Do you feel in your heart like that picture there?
Shut up. Oh, bless you.
Oh,
You asked me to
good
get
girl.
it.
I know,
Don't be
it's-
patronising.
Oh, for God's sake! Political correctness
Come
at
on,
this
I
time.
know. Come on, Mum, you can do it. Think of that. Think of Chucky.
I've got to go.
I've got to go. Night.
Night, night. Look, wake us up a bit earlier tomorrow.
Well, get up a bit earlier.
Oh, we don't know what time it is.
Well, you should watch. Why don't you take responsibility for your own time?
Oh, my God.
Don't forget the clocks have gone back.